Welcome back, y'all. I have another good one for you, and it's my viral tomato basil soup. Y'all been blowing my phone up for the last couple of days because this video is almost at 10 million views across all platforms, and I'm so excited to show you guys a more detailed, in-depth recipe. And for those of you guys that were asking, what I'm drizzling on top was heavy cream along with some balsamic glaze. So yes, and I also topped it with some basil, so being super fancy. But if you're new to my channel, I do a lot of from scratch recipes, and I also do a little bit of junk food. So think frozen meatballs tossed in barbecue sauce. I can't believe I got that much hate on the video before. Sandwiches, I do a little bit of everything. Just think of me as a Barbie or Bratz doll version of Joshua Wiseman. I do a little bit of everything. I'm just getting my YouTube channel started, and I'm gonna start by doing more simpler recipes like this. Not a lot of editing and super easy to follow along. So let's get into it. So I'm gonna start off with some plum aroma tomatoes. I don't know what these are. Excuse me, I don't know. Plum aroma tomatoes, just get those. You can get some tomatoes on the vine as well. And what we did was wash our produce before slicing them. I know a lot of people don't like tomato seeds, so feel free to remove those because I don't like having bell pepper seeds in my stuff. Not because it's nasty, but I'm just a texture person and it's kind of annoying. So I just did a couple tomatoes. I said plum, aroma, or beefsteak, or tomatoes on the vine. And then we're going to take a red bell pepper. Red bell pepper is crucial because it's going to contribute to the red of the tomato basil soup, obviously. And we're just gonna cut this. I just cored it carefully, do it way more carefully than I did. Cut down the sides, and we're gonna do a rough chop for all of these. Like I said, I deseeded my bell pepper because I don't like having seeds in it, and a lot of people were asking me, well, do you remove the seeds or the pulp from the tomatoes? Girl, do what you want, okay? Like, this is my recipe. I'm sharing it with y'all. And I'm not saying it's a Bible recipe, but I'm sharing it with y'all because I love y'all and I want y'all to get in the kitchen and cook. Even if you ain't got none of these ingredients, I still want you to make what you want to make with the ingredients that you have. So if you ain't got something, or you prefer to do something, and just because I did it in the video, feel free to do it the way that you and your family and your loved ones prefer to eat it, because I'm just here to show y'all the technique and y'all use whatever ingredients y'all want. So what y'all saw me doing here is roughly chopping a sweet onion. Oh my God, like sweet onion. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I don't know the difference between a sweet or yellow onion. I just be grabbing in mugs and I just chop them up and put them in stuff, okay? So I also did that with a head of garlic. I need to sharpen my knives as well. So if you know how to do that, go ahead, let me know. Added all of that to a sheet pan with some aluminum foil on the bottom. Some people were saying that aluminum foil is toxic. Girl, I don't care, okay? I'm already eating a whole bunch of cholesterol that I can have for the rest of the year. So go ahead and add some aluminum foil, some high smoke point oil like avocado or grapeseed. Toss all that together with some salt and pepper and a little bit of fresh herbs. We're going to pop that in the oven at 400 degrees Fahrenheit and do this for about like 30 minutes, like 30, 45 minutes sometimes I do. Just check on it like halfway through, like 20 minutes. And it should look something like this, like nice and charred. Now go ahead and add that into a pot. Make sure you remove the garlic. I removed that clip as well. Remove the herbs and remove the garlic. We're going to toss all this together with some melted butter. I'm going to use some Kerrygold butter because it just tastes so good. I love European style butters because, girl, like the flavor. Can we get into the flavor? Toss all that on medium heat. I'm using a wooden spoon because a lot of people be getting on my behind about using metal utensils, and I'm like, I'm sorry. I also went in with some crushed red peppers, but I ain't have none. Crushed red tomatoes, but I ain't have none, so I use marinara sauce. But use San Marzano or fire roasted tomatoes, like a 14-ounce can, or just like 1.5 cups of crushed tomatoes. Stir all that together with some better than bouillon Italian herb seasoning. Flavor so fat, and it's so versatile. It's a great little twist on vegetable stock, but if you don't have that, just use vegetable broth and chicken stock, I meant to say. Toss all that together, bring it up to a nice little simmer before going in with your heavy cream, and we're just gonna let that do its thing. Let all the melodies and let all the flavors and ingredients do their thing and marinate. Then we're gonna go in with immersion blender and just blend everything together. You can also use a blender. A lot of people are like, can I use a food processor? Girl, no, that's dangerous. Use a blender and make sure you put a towel over it as you blend it, and just be careful when you're pouring it into the blender because you can burn yourself. And let the blender rest a little bit before you take the lid off, and you can just pour it back into the pot and proceed to this step. If not, just use an immersion blender and then proceed to this step, which is just stirring together the super smooth and blended soup with seasonings of our choice. If you're anything like me and you're watching this and you want a more flavorful soup, feel free to just add more than salt and pepper. I did all-purpose seasoning, and to add more color to it, to make it more red, I also went in with some smoked paprika, which is going to complement our roasted vegetables really well. I'm going to stir that together, and y'all, it's just so velvety smooth. A lot of people ask, can you use like a fine mesh sieve to get it to be nice and even velvety, more smooth? Of course you can do that, because like I said, it's y'all house and I'm only sharing this recipe with y'all because I love y'all and I want y'all to get in the kitchen and cook more. All right, so we're gonna let our soup sit and simmer for about 15 minutes, because that should be as long as our grilled cheese takes. I got the highest quality, as in the most expensive cheeses I can find in the grocery store, Organic Valley inspired, and I love Tillamook. If y'all want to sponsor me, please do. I'm also gonna take some 365 Whole Foods brand Kobe Jack cheese, because I like my grilled cheese to have flavors and layers. Okay, we're gonna shred that just to give it a nice little little balance of the cheeses, because I know a lot of people be real funny about using bag cheese. As long as it's like those thick cut shreds that you can get from Tillamook, like the off the block shreds from Sargento, it's gonna be fine. It's gonna melt perfectly. Or even the creamy melt from Kraft is on point, and it gives a great grilled cheese. So we're just gonna shred this, and I'm gonna say that depending on how many people you're cooking the grilled cheeses for, you're gonna want to make sure that you do at least about half a cup of cheese to each grilled cheese that you're making. So yeah, I went through about like 1 block of cheese. I made this for like me and my friends, and the soup itself can feed anywhere from like 4 to 6 people, just depending on how big your portions are. But my grilled cheese recipe, my croissant toast grilled cheese, which is the best grilled cheese in the entire world, that should feed, I would say on the safe side, about 4 to 6 people as well, because I ate 2 myself. So yeah, I mixed all my cheeses together. And also feel free to use some sliced deli cheese. I also feel like some sliced cheese versions of these would be great. I just decided to do something different this time. I just did shred it. So now we're gonna work on our garlic butter spread, because it is croissant toast with like a garlic butter like flavor on the outside, so think like Texas toast. So I just mixed together some garlic and herb spread along with some softened butter unsalted, and added a little bit of Dano's seasoning. I'm like stuttering because that croissant bread is so damn good, so I'm gonna just run that clip back for y'all so y'all can see what I'm talking about. Softened room temperature butter, and I just added that in with like some garlic butter spread. If not, just do minced garlic with a little bit of salt and pepper, because remember, it's unsalted butter. Mix all that together with some fresh basil, and you're in business for the spread that goes on our croissant bread. Y'all, it's so buttery, it's so flaky. It's literally just a fresh baked croissant taste in loaf form. So good. If you don't got it, some people say they just bought regular croissants, smushed them, and made it into the grilled cheese. So definitely do that, because this is a $9 loaf of bread. I feel like it's worth it. But if you don't feel like it's worth it, then girl, go ahead and find somebody that sell food stamps or has food stamps and handle your business like that. Because one thing about me, I'm gonna find a way to get these groceries for free. Okay, even if I gotta scan a tomato at self checkout like ATV. Okay. Anyways, we're gonna add like about half a tablespoon of that onto each loaf, and have your pan on medium heat. I might have left some clips in here showing y'all how I burnt so many slices of bread while doing this video, and it irritated me so bad. Oh my god, y'all don't even understand. Add a little bit of non-stick spray to your pan as well, and like I said, we're gonna go in with about half a cup of the cheese, and I have this on very low, medium low heat, and I had to switch the pan because obviously I burned it because it was entirely too high. I went through like the whole loaf of bread from burning it. While it's cooking on one side, which I would say should be about 2 minutes each side to get it nice and golden brown, we're gonna just close the lid just to allow the cheese to steam and melt. And y'all, be careful, because I don't know why I ain't had no spatula, but I was just thirsty to get this video out because I have not been consistent on YouTube. So don't judge me, judge a granny wig. Anyways, once again I added a little bit of non-stick spray, or I think like butter, to the pan. Made sure it's like on medium, like not medium low, but just not too high. And I just added the slice of bread to the bottom before topping it with one that I already experimented on that came out perfectly, interestingly enough. If you want to speed up the steaming process, add a splash of water, not like a water park splash, but like a squirt, like a little sneeze of water, and it'll like it'll steam up, and you can close it with the lid, and it'll melt the cheese some more. Grilled cheese should take about like 5 minutes per sandwich. Super easy. Next, we're going to go ahead and dress up our tomato basil soup, which now is velvety smooth. It's tasty. It has depths of flavor from the roasted red peppers, the roasted garlic, and those delicious charred tomatoes that have so much robust flavor. And we're going to toss that with some heavy cream and let that simmer with our boursin cheese. That's a step that I forgot to mention. Yeah, add in the garlic cheese spread before you blend it. I topped the tomato basil soup with like heavy whipping cream, did like a little design with some balsamic glaze, and I served it with my grilled cheese because grilled cheese just tastes better when they're cut into triangles. But y'all, so good. I ain't gonna lie, I just started some ADHD medication. I could do a video on that. So I ain't really have no appetite, so excuse my face. But yeah, love y'all. Here's my voice. At the time of me filming this video, my tomato basil soup and croissant toast grilled cheese is at about 10 million across every one of my platforms. I haven't checked Facebook and I haven't uploaded it to YouTube Shorts yet. I'm definitely gonna check that out. I really just want to say thank you guys for making the video go up and do numbers like that. My nail is broken. Y'all, like, as a creator, it's hard with the fluctuating views and engagement. And I've uploaded my tomato basil soup recipe like 3 or 4 times over the last 3 or 4 years, and it's never gone. No matter how many times I've repurposed it or re-uploaded it. So to think that I have over 10 million views across TikTok and Instagram, and I haven't even posted it to YouTube yet, I really do hope that this video does well. I'm so grateful, and it really is an amazing soup, and I know that y'all are gonna love it. Thanks for watching, and I hope y'all enjoy. Yeah, love you guys. Bye.